Hi guys, welcome to coding.png. Today is our day 24 of 75 days coding challenge. Today we will see scope in Python. So what scopes are in Python? We have local scope and global scope. So let's see one by one what it means and how it looks like in Python. So there are two scopes we have, two scopes. One is local scope and second is global scope. Okay, so let's see one by one. First local scope. Okay, so to explain this, let me first define some function here. Okay, and let's create one variable here, variable 1. Okay, and let's give some value to it, let's say 10, and print that variable value. Okay, and just call this function and save the file, and let's run. File name is scope.py, python scope.py. So it returned 10. Okay, if I call this same print statement here after this function call, okay, so you can see our IDE as well stating that it is not correct here, right? So variable 1 is not defined, but variable 1 is defined here, but it is inside this function, right? Not the outside. So but we are trying to access that outside, so it will throw error. Let's run the file. So you can see it first run this function. Okay, after that we are trying to access this variable name, so it throws the error, variable 1 name is not defined. Our compiler didn't see variable 1, but it is inside this scope. Okay, so this is what local scope mean. So we can't access outside of it. Where we can access outside, that is like if we define here outside variable 1 like that, then we can access. You can see now we are not getting that error, right? So if we define it here outside, then it is global variable. Okay, this is the difference between local scope and global scope. So now let's take one more example for this local scope itself. We can use this variable here inside this anywhere, like if I create the inner method as well. So let's create that, define inner method like that, whatever we can give the name, and then print out this variable 1. Let's clear this. So and let's call this inner method here. So still it will print out. Okay, let's give some specific, like variable 1 in inner method. So you can see it just printed out variable 1 in inner method 10. So inside this function anywhere we can use that, like one inner method or anywhere we can use that variable 1, because its scope is local, inside this only, not outside we can't access. So let's see now what is global scope. Global scope. Okay, so for global scope, let's define that variable 1. Okay, let's say variable 2 now this time, and give some value like 20 this time. Okay, and define my function this time. Okay, and now trying to access this variable 2 here, we can see this is the global variable, and still we can access inside the function. So that is what a global mean. Global is wherever we need, we can use that. And outside also, if I try to print it here also, we can access this. Okay, so you see it returned 20 this time, right? 20 first 20 here of this my function. Okay, we printed out here, and then we printed out here outside the function. So global variable we can use anywhere, that this variable 2 scope is global now. Okay, so this is what global and local scopes are. In next video, this is the part 1 of the scope. We will discuss one more concept on this. We will see few more examples on scope. Okay, like what scopes are in Python, more clear. Thank you.